Sammy Mockbell from the Daily Mail, and he's saying that Tottenham now believe it is virtually impossible that Harry Kane will join Man City this month, with the transfer deadline looming just a week away, or under a week away now.
7 days, a week today.
Yeah, a week today. So it looks as though Harry Kane will be staying at Tottenham this season.
Yeah, Sammy Mockbell also said that, and also Alistair Gold confirmed the only offer Tottenham have received officially from Man City this summer is 75 million plus 25 million in add-ons. I mean, that is pathetic.
No wonder Daniel's not answering the phone to them anymore.
I'm sorry, Man City have played this absolutely pitifully. They've done this all wrong, Man City, and they've screwed up this deal more than anyone else. So Harry Kane, if he's going to be angry at anyone, he has to be angry at Man City at this point. Has to be, because 75 million plus 25 million in add-ons, and that's the only offer they can come up with this whole summer. And they've been unsettling him, and they've been putting things in his ear like, oh, you have to kick up a fuss and you have to do all these things, when that's the only offer they've put up. That's pathetic. That really is pathetic.
It is pathetic, and it's like,
that's insulting, actually.
It is. And when we're talking about Man City and how they've played this all wrong, we said they've played it all wrong before we even heard about this 75 million jargon.
I thought they put in an offer for 100 million plus 25 in add-ons, which is also pathetic, but apparently they didn't even put that in. That was just talk.
Yeah.
And now we're hearing the truth that the only offer they ever did put in was that one, which is, quite frankly, honestly, I should double the price just for putting in that kind of offer if I was leaving.
Yeah, and the way they stumped up for Jack Grealish, 100 million, there you go, just straight away. And Harry Kane, they put in pretty much a lower offer for Harry Kane than they did for Jack Grealish. I mean, Jack Grealish, from my understanding, was 100 million straight up cash.
Yep.
And Harry Kane was 75 million plus add-ons. It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't make sense.
And
Jack Grealish, they don't even need in their squad. That position they don't even need. They're fully stocked. And Harry Kane, they don't have an out-and-out striker in their whole squad, apart from Jesus, who's not really like a proper number 9 like Harry Kane is. He's more of like a false 9.
They've been taking the piss. Who, Jesus?
Yeah.
No, he's number 9.
He is a number 9, but he's not like a proper number 9 like Harry Kane. He's more of a false 9 type.
No, I don't think so.
To Harry Kane. Well, that's just my opinion.
I think he's more of a striker. Like, he's a striker. I don't think he's a false 9. A false 9 is someone who's like a creative kind of player. I think he can do that, but he is more of a, very much comes alive in the penalty area, Jesus.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
I see him very much as a number 9, but I think they've been taking the piss the whole summer now. Come to think of it, they really have been taking the piss. It makes me quite angry when I think about what they've done. How much they've unsettled Kane for no reason, putting in pitiful offers like that, and they're trying to convince Kane, if he kicks up a fuss, that Levy will drop his price to that low. Like, seriously, like, who do they think they're dealing with? Who do they think they are? And yeah, they have all this money, but if when you're trying to get one of the best strikers in Europe, it's like they haven't taken this seriously at all. And they've tried to lowball Spurs the whole summer, thinking that Spurs will drop their price. I mean, it's quite frankly pathetic from Man City, and we should reject, even if they bid 150 at this point. We should reject it. We should reject it, because there's no point us.
We have rejected it. We're not even answering the calls to them anymore. You know what I mean?
Good. I don't think we should, when they quite frankly trying to get Harry Kane for that amount of money. Honestly, the audacity is unfounded. So for me, like Man City, they don't deserve Harry Kane with these kind of offers. I agree. Quite frankly,
I completely agree. Derisory offers. Daniel Levy's right to stop taking the calls from Man City, and even if they do stump up the cash now, which Daniel Levy have been asking for all summer, we still have to reject it. It's a little too late now.
I wonder if
they've missed their chance. See you again next summer.
I wonder if that's why we're seeing Kane coming into it a bit more now. Maybe, do you reckon he realises that yet?
What, he realises that he has to stay now?
Not first of all that, but he realises that Man City been taking the piss.
He must do. He must do. I think that's why it was a genuine switch of PR teams as well, because it just wasn't working. City weren't doing their end of the deal. Charlie Kane wasn't stumping up his end of the deal, making good decisions for him. So
it also makes it even worse now. I think it makes it look even worse on Kane, if he tried to push for a move when that was the offer. I can understand if like the offer was 130 million, like 20 million in difference is like, okay, Kane's trying to force it a bit to make sure Levy lowers his price a bit. But if that was the offer, 75 million plus 25 in add-ons, and Kane was trying to skip training and push for a move for that offer, that looks a lot worse on him.
Yeah,
that looks a lot worse on him in my opinion, because that's a pathetic offer, and obviously we're never going to accept that. So what does he expect us to? What does Kane expect Levy to do?
But that's what the story was the whole summer. Is like, Tottenham are not holding Harry Kane hostage. Man City not stumping up the cash. I don't think it's changed much. I mean, yes, it's a derisory offer, but Kane can't look at it like that, really, can he? I mean, he just needs to push his move out to Man City. It doesn't. He just wants the two clubs to make a deal.
Yeah, but they need to stump up something that can you negotiate with, and that's not an offer you can negotiate with.
Even 100 plus 20 million is derisory, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. 100 plus 20 million. It has to be at least 100. You know, you're getting at least 125 million. Maybe if it's 130 plus add-ons, that's something you can maybe negotiate for. That's something to bring them to the table to get to 100, 150. But at the moment, there's nothing to negotiate. Man City clearly don't want to push the boat out and get him. They clearly don't. They must not want him that badly. Yeah. They mustn't. If that's the offer as well, if that's the only offer they've put in, they seriously must not want him at all.
And you know what really annoyed me? Did you see Gary Neville on Sky Sports last night?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Who does he think he is, Gary Neville? I don't understand. It's really starting to annoy me, this Gary Neville thing. Like, who is he? He's like a bloody pimp, and he's whoring out Harry Kane to every single club that can afford him, basically.
You know what annoyed me is that he did that thing, Gary Neville, yesterday, and then Sky Sports pushed out a notification on the app saying Gary Neville says Man United have to go for Harry Kane in the last week of the window, like trying to force it as much as possible. Even today, I don't know if you saw today.
I haven't seen today.
Sky Cover on Sky said he's been told by one of the top agents in the UK that Harry Kane is 100% leaving this summer.
Really?
That's what he was told. And it's like they're trying so hard to push this Kane thing. They're trying as hard as possible. Everything Sky put out is, is that, at the end of the Wolves game, is that a goodbye from Harry Kane from the fans? Is that a goodbye wave when he's clapping the fans because he's showing his appreciation?
Even the bloody text commentary that I brought up yesterday was like, Harry Kane puts it out for a throw or something. Oh, Pep Guardiola will love that.
Yeah, seriously, they're trying their hardest.
Text commentary in a game. Text commentary in a game.
They're trying their hardest, Sky Sports, as hard as possible to try and get this deal over the line, but they can't force Levy to accept a derisory offer like that. Like, quite honestly, the whole narrative that Levy's anyone who thinks Levy is the bad guy in this whole situation is not reading it right.
Yeah, look. At the end of the day, Levy is the bad guy in this situation because it's his fault why Harry Kane wants to leave in the first place. But I get your point. Like, he's not the bad guy in terms of the actual accepting and rejecting the deal and all that and keeping Harry Kane hostage.
No, yeah, he's the reason Kane wants to leave. I accept that. But I'm saying in the deal for this summer, the deal right now, why this deal hasn't gone through, that's not Levy's fault at all.
No.
At all.
But look, you've got to look at the bigger picture as well, and it's his fault that he does want to leave the football club, and it's his fault why we're in this mess right now. And you've got to say that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's obvious. That's obvious.
But it still needs to be said. But I think that it's just like this Gary Neville was just really pissing me off, literally whoring him out to anyone and anyone that will take him. And in terms of Manchester United, do you reckon Man United could be a viable option for him next summer?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll come in, and do you reckon he'll go there?
Cavani, they need to replace Cavani. I think he would go there if they're in Champions League, and if they have a title challenge, even if they don't win it, if they have a title challenge this season, yeah, for sure he's a.
What if they finish fourth but don't have a title challenge, or third or fourth and don't have a title challenge?
I still think it's a viable option. It depends how far away they finish, but below. But if there are signs of improvement and stuff like that, I think United's definitely a viable option for him, and they could easily stump up that kind of money, about 100 million or whatever. Yeah. I think that's definitely a viable option.
Got a super chat here from Crocodox. He says, Gary Neville, we must eradicate the Super League and sort the money issue in football. Also, Gary Neville, Man City should break FFP to sign Harry Kane. And there's Gary Neville in a nutshell. There you go. But look, that is the kind of Harry Kane news at the moment.